Yo, once again, it's on. Back at you one more again, Real Kens TV and the House Like Kitchen Sinks. Hopefully you like the video. Feel free to comment, definitely share, subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? If you're not already subscribed, and be sure to hit that post notification. So anytime I bring you this action and this heat, guess what? You're amongst the first to receive. Now, with no further ado, let's get into this afternoon's video, if you will. It's 2:30 p.m. Thursday afternoon, and I'm here to give my reaction to the latest Jay Williams video. I believe it was titled 4 days left, headed back to jail. You know, something in that realm, if you will. You know, I have nothing but admiration and respect for you all that follow me. A lot of you are here because of Jay Williams. You know, he's seen a lot of people in my direction. So I'm never going to speak bad about Jay Williams. I don't care if I don't agree with something he does. I'm no yes man, don't get me wrong. But I'm never going to bash or speak bad about him. You know, he went live and he was talking about how, you know, he has 4 days left till he goes to court. And, you know, he has to serve 7 months. He got a year sentence. But in Virginia, you do about 65%. So with the time he's already served, he's looking to be home in about 7 months. Excuse me. You know, it's crazy because a lot of the things that he talked about, nearly everything that he talked about, I already knew. You know, I just don't come on here and I don't talk about the things that we actually speak about on the phone. Now, once he actually, you know, releases the information or, you know, lets you all know what he wants you to know, then I can speak on it. But, man, I'm so happy for the guy, you know, for the simple fact, getting work release in jail, man, that's major. See, in Kentucky, we don't have work release. We have work release, like, if you have, like, if you're serving county time, but, like, for felonies and things of that nature, we don't have a work release program. So, but that's Virginia. And I'm happy for the dude. He's able to, you know, continue to support his family. 6 days a week, he's able to leave the jail from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. That's major, because what happens is by the time he gets back to the jail, takes a shower, probably cooks him something to eat or what have you, man, he's dog tired. He ready to go to bed. It's time to wake up and do it all over again. That one day that he gets that he doesn't get to go out, he gets time to rest and really just, you know, do whatever he's going to do as far as with his YouTube thing or what have you. So I'm definitely proud. We spoke a few days ago. Actually, it was longer than a few days ago, maybe 4 or 5 days ago. And he's been telling me, okay, I'm trying to get this work release program, but I don't know if it's really gonna pan out for me. I say, Jay, man, I'm just keep praying, man. You know what I'm saying? Only thing we can do, just keep praying. And, you know, if it's God's will for it to work out and happen for you, it's gonna happen for you. So when I seen the live, I didn't actually catch the live. I seen, you know, I think he might have went live last night, maybe. I'm not sure exactly when he went live, but I just caught the streamed version a couple hours ago. So, you know, I'm happy for him. I text him. He ain't got back with me yet, but, you know, he will. He always does. And sometimes, man, he'll just hit me up. That's the crazy thing about him. He'll just hit me up. And everything that he's saying, his stories never go left. Everything that he's told me, it's the exact same thing that he's telling you all about his 6-year. I think his son is 6. The little girl that he's raising, Bella, his oldest son, his wife. I mean, everything he's personally told me already. I knew that he was going to go kick it with Woody for the weekend and give all his, you know, phones and his computer and give Woody the game as far as, okay, this is how I edit my stuff. This is the thumbnail program that I use. This is what I, like, he had already told me these things. So for him to come back online and give you all the exact same details, I'm not talking about 95% accurate, 98% accurate. I'm talking about 100% accurate. The same thing that he tells me and that he's told you all, it's the same. You know, and I just think that he's a stand-up dude. We all make mistakes. Like he said, man. I may tell you what, you know, give you advice on what to do and then do the total opposite at some point of what I'm telling people what to do or what not to do. Human being, man. We all work in progress. All of us. I don't care if you've been to prison, you haven't been to prison, or what have you. You know, there's a lot of people that like to judge people that have criminal records. A lot of people like to, well, if you just stay out of there, you wouldn't have that problem then, would you, buddy? You know, my thing is this. I'm going to give you all a prime example. And I'm sure that this happens everywhere. In Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky, you see a lot of idiots, and I'm going to call them idiots, running these red lights. Now, I'm not talking about the light being yellow and then it changes as you're, going through the light or what have you. I'm talking about the light is blatantly red. You should clearly stop. There's no questioning. There's no confusion, if you will. Clearly, you should stop. You're several feet away from the light. You're running these red lights. But you think you're so, much better than everybody else. But let me tell you all something. What happens today when you run that red light and you crash into another car and somebody dies or is severely injured? And as I mentioned before, it's blatantly obvious that you ran the red light. All of this integrity that you proclaim to have, all of this, I'm a law-abiding citizen. No, now you're faced with murder. Murder. That's what they're going to hit you with in a Commonwealth state. Now, it may be eventually broken down to a manslaughter, which is not good either. You take a plea deal for manslaughter, reckless homicide, or something, in that nature, because you decided to run a red light, as you typically do. In this particular day, you actually hit someone. It's like playing Russian roulette. So a lot of you all that have something to say about, Jay Williams, myself, just anybody that have had run-ins with the law and have turned our lives around, you've had so much to say, but guess what? Now you in prison. Now because you're going to prison. Now you ain't going to be no probation for that. You're going to prison. So now you're in prison with all the individuals that you had so much to say, the negativity that you had to say. Now what? Lions, tigers, and birds. Dog eat dog. Killer be killed. You a man or you a mouse. So it's good to kind of not judge people because you never know how an individual came up. People say, oh man, I had hard times in my life, but I never resorted to crime. Well, guess what? Your hard times may not have been as hard as this individual's hard times. And I'm not making victim statements. I'm not making excuses because breaking the law is never acceptable. Never. And I wouldn't recommend it because you see how it ends up being. But I'm just simply saying to always be putting people down simply because they've had a couple run-ins with the law, that's not... I don't think that that's a proper way of doing things, of looking at things. Not to mention, when you've had one run-in with the law, I guarantee you, if Jay Williams didn't have a record, the fleeing and evading, he probably would have gotten probation or perhaps amended down to a misdemeanor. That's how they do it in Kentucky. Again, I've never been to Virginia. But it's like they're going to punish you for your past. Even though I already served 10 years on this. What does my past have to do with anything? That's just the way that it works. Fortunately for him, he ended up just getting a year. That's a major, major blessing. He's going to have to lay down for 7 months. He's going to have to lay down for 7 months. That's just what it is. That's what I told him. But I'm not telling him anything he doesn't know. But all this you can do is, on your head, because that's what people say. Oh, man, you can do 7 months on your head. Man, that ain't nothing. No, it is something. It's nothing when you don't have anything to lose. But when you have 2 little kids and a wife, then an older son, no matter how old they are, kids, they always need something. That is something. You have bills and you have, responsibilities. And you have people that really, people really, really look to Jay. So you have people, like when his videos drop, man, it's like people are just... they drop everything to watch the videos. I can only hope to be that big one day. But if I'm not, that's okay just as well. You see what I'm saying? But the point that I'm making is he has a lot going on out here that's positive. And for him to be able to, okay, I had a little time to get this in order, get that in order. I'm vlogging now, so I'm going to randomly drop videos. I'm going to interview guys in jail. I got my work release. So you see what I'm saying? Things are working out for him. I always say, my grandfather always said, good things happen to good people. Yeah, you're going to have your trials. You're going to have your tribulations. You're going to have your, your downfalls. You're going to fall off or what have you. But you get back up. So I salute Jay Williams. I salute, all of his fans, followers, friends, family, whatever you, consider yourself. Whatever you consider yourself. He's just a good dude, man. He's a good dude. Like I said, we don't talk every day. We don't talk every week. I look at my phone sometimes because I don't have him in my phone under Jay Williams. I have him in my phone under Let's Live Life. And I look at my phone sometimes and Let's Live Life is calling. Or I'll get a text. Or I'll text him sometimes, check on him. How you doing, bro? You doing okay? Yeah, man, just out here working with my son, man. Like the story that he told you all about the pool. He's cleaning the pool out and he's showing his son how to do it. The exact same thing he told me a couple weeks ago. You see what I'm saying? His stories remain accurate at all times. I don't even want to call them stories. It's just the truth. They remain accurate and he's truthful. And, I hate this for him because nobody wants to go do time. Like he said, I don't want to do 7 hours. I don't want to do 7 days. I don't want to do, whatever, 7 minutes. But at the same time, you face it. He's facing it. No sense of running. Running for what? I got a family to think about. Let me handle my business. God, sometimes God will sit you down for a minute. He'll sit you down for a minute because when he's trying to talk to you, you have so many different distractions. You got this going on, that going on, and you're not really focused. So he'll sit you down for a minute. You gonna hear me now, son? And you have no choice but to hone in and to get back to reality, understanding, the blessings that you're actually given. Think about it. It could have went way, way left. So instead of him doing a year, just think of when he took the police on a high-speed chase and he crashed and hit somebody and somebody died. Now, he's looking at a murder charge or a manslaughter charge. I don't know the actual verbiage that they use in Virginia, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. Somebody died and he's taking the police on a high-speed chase. So, oftentimes when something happens to me, I accept and I receive my blessings. So even though it may not work out 100% the way I want it to work out, there's no sense of saying, why me, Lord? Why me, God? Man, you got a blessing, man. 1 year. Serve 7 months. And he knows it. We've talked. He knows it. That situation could have really, really happened. He told you all what happened. All the Xannies that he prescribed, that he's had prescribed to him, but not 30 at one time. It's a part he couldn't. I mean, come on now. He survived that. He's here for a reason. The man has a testimony, and that's why his channel is growing the way that it grows. He's gonna reach 1 million. Yeah, easily. He's gonna reach 1 million. That's because he's here for. This is his calling, to help people through his testimony. Showing people, telling people, hey, listen, man, I came up with nothing. Nothing. And somehow, some way, this blessing that the Lord gave me, I'm able to not only put my family in a lot better position to where my kids don't grow up like that, I'm able to help people just through words, through talking, through showing them. Construction sites, this is what I do. I'm good with my hands. I can tattoo. I can do this. I can do that. But yet, an individual, probably 10, 11, 12 years ago, society looked at like, man, this dude ain't nothing. I would never look at anyone like it, but I'm just simply saying society is very judgmental. It's so quick. Look at the P. Diddy situation. Everybody's turning and joking and laughing, making memes about P. Diddy, and this man ain't been charged with one crime. I don't care if people saying, yeah, but it's coming. Okay, but it at this point, it hasn't been established yet as far as him being charged with anything. And even if and when it happens, a charge is a charge. An accusation is an accusation. For you all that don't know about the criminal system, let me briefly enlighten you. Especially in Commonwealth states, because it's not very many Commonwealth states. What is it, 4? 4 Commonwealth states? 3, 4, 5 Commonwealth states? Somewhere right around in that range. In a Commonwealth state, they have the option of taking another individual's word. Like, for instance, domestic violence. Can't stand dudes that beat on women. Can't stand women that beat on dudes. But typically, it's dudes beating the women. Can't stand them. Can't stand them. Think it should be a felony, not a misdemeanor. In Kentucky, you hit a woman and it's no major injury. It's just a misdemeanor, and you can do up to 12. No, that should be a felony. Don't put your hands on no woman, man. Don't put your hands on no woman. Back in the day, the 90s, early 2000s, there were certain women that they understood this because it happened to me. It happened to me. I was an actual victim. So they realized you and your dude, y'all get into an argument. He wants to leave, or he get caught up with another woman, or, whatever the scenario may be. She's, very upset. She can go downtown to the police station, say, this person choked me. This person did this to me. Slapped me, whatever. And they come and arrest you. No evidence. No proof. No witnesses. No video, audio, nothing. They coming to get you. And that was very, very big. Probably everywhere. Now, in certain situations, it was true, but certain situations, it wasn't true. Yeah, dude was going to jail for absolutely no reason because the woman, his woman was mad at him because she found a phone number. She found out that he was talking to another woman. That's not right. Don't get me wrong. He shouldn't be talking to another woman, but he shouldn't go to jail for something that he didn't do. Well, Commonwealth state, what happens is once the charges are filed, if she says later on she retracts or recants and I don't want to press charges, I don't want to do this any longer, or she just makes herself unavailable so they can't serve her any paperwork, subpoenas to come to court, guess what? The Commonwealth, as a Commonwealth, the Commonwealth is one. We'll step in and pick up the charges. So we don't even need you at this point. Once the charges have already been filed, the Commonwealth picks up the charges. Opposed to non-Commonwealth states, if someone wants to drop the charges, you just drop the charges and then boom, it's over with in most cases. So that's the difference between a Commonwealth state and non-Commonwealth states. So Jay Williams just happened to get caught up in a Commonwealth state. Should you run from the police? No, because potentially it's going to be worse in the end opposed to just pulling over. But hey, things happen. And, that's just what it is. But I just want to, once again, send out a salute to Jay Williams. And, we're going to get through it. Support him. Download the app that he told you all to download. I've already downloaded it. Able to video him sometimes. Send him emails. Just whatever. Whatever the scenario may be. Whatever you want to do, you'll be able to do. And I'm going to just leave it at that. Real Kens TV. Hopefully you liked the video. Feel free to comment. Definitely share. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And be sure to hit that post notification. So anytime I bring you this action and this heat, guess what? You're amongst the first to receive. Now, I've been hearing from a lot of my, subscribers or what have you. They're not getting my notifications. I don't know. I've tried to contact YouTube. They say that it's out of their hands. It's up to me. It's up to the subscribers. I don't know. I know that my subscribers, I'm growing every day, But yet, my views are not really going up because people don't really know that I'm dropping. So I would say, man, if you rock with Real Kens, man, just check my channel every couple of days. I'm always dropping something new on a regular basis. So just check my channel every couple of days. And I don't know why you're not getting the notifications. I wish you would. I wish I could figure it out. But guess what, man? Guess what? We're going to keep rolling, man. So all we can do is just keep rolling. We ain't going to complain about it. We're just going to keep going, man. You know, don't know one monkey stop the show, man. Real Kens TV, man. Salute Jay Williams, man, and all his followers, fans, people, family, kids. We praying for you. We're going to be with you, you know, every step of the way. And it's 7 months, man. You're going to look up and it's over with. And you're going to be so happy that you got it over with, man.